Hi, this is Luke for Production Experts, and this is how compression, attack and release controls can affect drum sounds. Slower or faster attack times can be used to exaggerate or diminish the transient component of a drum sound. Here I'm applying a lot of compression, but with a slow attack time of around 40 milliseconds, which is enough to let the transient through uncompressed. So I'm using rather more than I would ordinarily just to demonstrate this effect. So not only am I letting through the transients, but then I'm also turning up the makeup gain. So the compressor really clamps down on everything other than the transients, and then I'm turning up the result. Speed up the attack. And my compressor catches everything. Slow it down, and I get progressively more of the transient component. And as mentioned, using makeup gain can be used to get a comparable subjective level between the compressed and uncompressed sounds. I can also use compression to design the release phase of a drum sound. So again, I'm compressing hard and I'm adjusting the release time to suit the natural sustain of the drum. And again, I'm turning up the results using makeup gain to get a similar subjective level to the unprocessed sound. So here it's all about getting the release time to recover in between hits, so this will be dependent on the parts as well as the tempo of the song. If I go too quick, my compressor starts to track the waveform itself, and I get a more distorted, gritty sound. So I need to open out this time to get the maximum result. Let's compare that with uncompressed. So obviously this works best with undamped sounds and also very well with other sustained sounds such as tom sounds that you may want to draw out a little bit. So when I print the results and look at the waveforms, I can also see what my compressor is doing. So this is uncompressed, and this is my snare drum with the adjusted attack time for maximum attack. Same goes for using release for my snare drum to draw out the ring in my case. So this is uncompressed, and this is compressed. So heavy compression with that long release really helping to elongate the sound there. And of course compression can be used across the entire drum bus. I can use a combination of attack and release to get the sound that I want. In this case, a punchier front end, as well as some powerful pumping effects through the cymbals. I can give things a tweak. More poke, or maybe more sense of urgency. Something more relaxed. And using extreme compression and some carefully chosen release times also can give rise to some interesting backwards effects as well, especially when I use an external sidechain source, in this case a BPM generator within my compressor, with a little of the dry signal dialed back in for good measure. So that's how compression, attack and release can affect drum sounds. To find out more and to read our full article, head over to Production Expert.